if you guys want to get better at jug, bro, you guys came to the right place, bro. Like, to be good at jug in 2024, there's like no point in gatekeeping this, bro, because I'm pretty sure this style is common. I'm chatting, bro. I'm definitely just talking out my butt. Let me get to this tutorial, bro. So basically how I do it is, the way I format it is, I usually use this thing called time remap. I know you guys know what time remap is because you guys are jug editors yourselves. You're gonna click your clip that you want. I'm assuming you guys know how to cut your clips, use After Effects, This is for people that know the basics, bro. So if you don't know the basics, go watch some YouTube tutorials, go learn the basics, go do something, bro. So you're gonna hit Control-Alt-T on your keyboard to enable time remap, and then you're gonna go to the exact frame you want your clip to be. So this is where Rochelle is like, I want the clip to start off right here at this exact frame where it hits Rochelle. So I'm gonna go to the end, and then I'm gonna zoom in, right? To exactly where, you know, the frame stops. So you're gonna highlight these, you're gonna hit F9 on your keyboard, ignore that. You're gonna hit F9 on your keyboard, and if you don't already have the flow plugin, then you can use the graph editor. I'm not too good with the graph editor, so if you know how to use the graph editor, kudos to you, bro. You can use whatever type of graph you want. I would suggest not having your graphs too sharp, because then your time remap is gonna look like too fast and like scuffed. And you want your time remap to be smooth. You want your clip to have constant movement. That's basically the goal. So I would recommend using like a graph like this if you want your graph to be kind of fast. So you're gonna apply it, and then you're gonna move your end keyframe a couple of frames. The only reason I say that is because if you move your keyframe at the end, it gives you more frames. So you see how like there's still movement in the clip. That's the goal. You want to have movement until the end of the clip, bro. And you basically want to do that for the rest of your clips. I'm going to show you guys how I did it. So usually, right, you would mark your clips, right? Your clip would be right here, right? Let's just say that, you know, my first clip ends here, second clip starts here. You're going to extend your clip a bit of frames, right? You're going to also extend this a bit of frames. Then you're going to go before the keyframe starts. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, you should definitely do your time remap on your clip before you put opacity on the clip. So you're going to go behind one frame. You're going to hit T on your keyboard if you haven't already, and then you're going to set this to 0. You're going to place a keyframe and then set it to 0, right? I'll just do it. So you're going to place a keyframe, set this to 0, and then you're going to go after the mark, like one frame after the mark, and then you're going to set it to 100. That way it just flows smoothly into the next clip. All right, so now that you guys got the basics of like time remap, now we're going to go to scales, bro. So for your scales, I use these things called nulls. I don't know if you guys know about nulls. I'm assuming some of you do. I use these things called nulls. And what nulls are is it basically keeps your edit flowing. That's basically the goal, is to keep your edit flowing and to have constant movement in it. So these are transitions. I'm going to show you guys how to do a scale in, and then I'm going to show you guys how to do a zoom out. Oh, I forgot to mention, I'm a bot, bro. So after you do your time remap and stuff, you're going to pre-comp it. So you're going to hold shift on your keyboard, right click it, and then you're going to hit pre-compose. I already pre-composed it, so I really don't need to do it again. So now we can move on to the scales because I'm bugging out. You're going to go to your first clip, you're going to right click, and then you're going to hit new. Once you hit new, you're going to go to null object, right? You're going to left click here at the null object, go to the end of your clip, hit Control Shift D. And then you're going to go to this clip right here, to this null right here, and then you're going to duplicate it, which is Control D. So after you do that, you're going to go to your clip, and you're going to connect this to your first null, right? You're going to go right here to this squiggly thingy, connect it to your first null. Then you're going to click the first null, and then you're going to connect it to the second null. And then after you do that, you're going to hit S on your keyboard. You're going to place a keyframe, and then you're going to hit P on your keyboard, and then you're going to place a keyframe. And then after you do that, you're gonna hit U on your keyboard. Then you're gonna go to the end of your clip, right? Which is right here. Because this is not actually the end frame. This is where the next clip starts. So you're gonna scale it in. You're gonna go to the right. You're gonna scale it in however you want. Like, it's really up to you how you wanna set up your scales, set up your clips, set whatever you guys need up. Then you're gonna go up. You're gonna do the position up. Go up a bit. You can go down, go up. It really doesn't matter, bro. It's really up to you guys, bro. Like, once you guys really practice this and learn, bro, you guys are gonna be unstoppable, bro. Like, I believe in you guys. So you're gonna highlight this by holding your left click button, you're gonna highlight this. Then you're gonna hit F9 on your keyboard, and then you're gonna apply a graph, right? Oh, and make sure you guys put motion blur. Make sure you guys enabled motion blur on this, because I don't know, it looks better. It's optional, bro. It's up to you guys. So you're gonna zoom in. Once your scale is, I didn't put a transition on the second null. That's usually what your second null would be for. So this would be the scale in, and then this would be the transition, so you can scale out. So hypothetically speaking, right? Let's say I wanted to, you know, transition onto like the next clip, right? So I'm not gonna put like a let me just get to it, bro. I'm chatting, bro. So for this, I put a null on here. I'm assuming you guys know how to do a null already, because I literally just said it. So you're gonna go to the end, right? Delete these, right? You're gonna hit S on your keyboard. You're gonna place a keyframe right in the middle, because you don't want to place it here, because then it's just gonna look weird and wonky, bro, when you try to make your transition. So you're gonna zoom out. I already have motion tile on it, but if you guys do want to put motion tile on it, you're gonna search up motion tile. Then you're gonna drag it to your clip, right? You guys can just copy these settings, bro. You just really have to adjust the output and the output width and the output height. That's all you guys really need to do. So since I have motion tile on it, I'm just gonna cut it. Then you're gonna zoom out however you want. Like, it really doesn't matter. Like, it's optional, bro. If you guys want to do this, bro, you guys can do this, bro. It's really up to you guys. It's just experimenting and making it work and look good, bro. So I'm gonna go to about 83, because I don't want too much motion tile showing. So you're gonna highlight these. You're gonna hit F9 on your keyboard, and then you're gonna go to out graph. Once you go to the out graph, you're gonna hit apply, and then it should look something like this. See how it transitions into the next clip smoothly? And then you basically just repeat the process, bro. Basically, put a null here, put a scale out, and then what I did was I zoomed in. Like, you would basically just do the opposite. So if you want to do a zoom in, you do the same thing you did on the last layer, go to the next layer, and then zoom in. Like, it's easy, guys. It's nulls are pretty easy to work with. You just have to practice this, bro. Okay, so basically for the shakes, bro, I'm just gonna make this short and simple, bro, because I feel like people don't really talk about this much. So to have constant movement in your jug edit, you're gonna need build-up shakes, bro. Like, you're gonna have to use build-ups, bro. So for my first frame, like for my first clip right here, I put a regular shake. You can do a twitch shake, you can do S shake, you can do whatever you want, bro. It's really just preference, bro. So I put one shake on this layer, and then for the last layer, I put an end shake, right? And for your end shake, you're gonna have to put the keyframes like towards the end. It's basically like how you did with your nulls, bro. So you can have constant movement. You see how this is ready to transition into the next clip? You want to make sure your shakes are connected, so they have ongoing movement. Because if your shake has ongoing movement, then your edit is gonna look good. That's basically it. Yeah, I mean, that's really basically it. If I didn't explain it well, you guys can always DM me and ask me questions. You can also add me on Discord. My Discord is GZ, and yeah.